So I apologize. This is another shoot in my hotel room. Today I had a very interesting experience, and I didn't actually want to take the camera out with me because I had heard tell and actually noticed around the hotel that you get quite a bit of attention being blonde and very pale in India. And I mean, much like any town you lived in, where I grew up in Texas, if I saw someone of a different from a different country, it would definitely make me go, whoa, that person does not look like everybody else around them. So I totally understand it, but I kind of wanted to minimize the attention at first, just until I got a feel for getting around the city by myself and things. So this morning I had my first experience with IST, if you will, also known as India Standard Time, or yes, India Stretch Time. I went out. Well, actually, first I got up this morning and I was going to go to the gym. The gym here is actually pretty nice, and they have a really nice pool, which I haven't yet figured out what the protocol is on using as a woman. If I read somewhere that women typically wear t-shirts and shorts, but Gujarat's like a very sort of liberal place, so I got to feel that out accordingly with other people. So I went down to the gym, and I had taken my malaria medication, and I also had heard it's good to sort of hedge and take a little bit of Pepto-Bismol, but then I didn't eat before I ran, and so I got real sick, and ran into the gentleman's restroom. Fortunately, there was no one in there, so I was able to yak in peace and quiet, which was an interesting experience, to say the least. And then once that was over, of course, I came back up to my room, and the gentleman was here cleaning it, and so I had to go basically back down to the treadmill and just like walk for another 10 minutes, so I didn't have to sort of stare awkwardly at him while he was trying to clean my room, because all I really need to do is take a shower at that point. So that was fun. And then I ordered a car service, which didn't come for 2 or 3 hours, and that limited my daytime by quite a bit, especially for some of the places I was eager to see today that actually close at dusk. So I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted. I ended up canceling the car service and just catching a rickshaw to the mall for a good sort of toe-in experience, because the mall is very multicultural. Lots of women dressed in Western clothing and people kind of on their own, just to kind of get a feel for how people get around. And driving through the city was exactly what I thought it would be. I was in a rickshaw. It turned one of the little motorized rickshaws, and it turns out that my doctor's advice was true. There are stray dogs all over the place, and some of them kind of go with groups of people. Some of them are kind of on their own. Some of them I saw hanging out with some cows, which was cool. The cows are just kind of wandering in and out of traffic. I also learned that in India, basically the way to drive is you just go straight into an intersection, whether it's your time or not, and then sort of play chicken with each and every other car in the intersection. So that was really, really fun. And I bought a pair of shoes and a thank you present for the couple that helped me out yesterday, and I'm hoping I can bring that by their house maybe tomorrow, because I know that they wanted a day to kind of get their house set up, because they've been living in South Africa. So we'll see if that works out, and maybe I can take them for thali tomorrow night, because I've never had that before, and that's sort of the dish of Gujarat. And then I'm hoping to do a little bit more traveling the rest of the week. So the plan is to take my camera out with me tomorrow when I do some sightseeing here in town, and maybe give you guys a view of sort of what I'm seeing here in Ahmedabad. And if you listen really closely, I hope my microphone's picking it up, you'll hear some drumming. That's been going on all day. There have been weddings galore. This is wedding season here in Ahmedabad, and there are basically lasts a month, so there are weddings pretty much every day this month, just packed back to back. Also, right now there's a political election in town, so it's sort of one of the more crazy times here in the city, and so that's really interesting to be a part of right now, or at least be here for. And then of course, this will die down again, and then in March it'll be wedding season again, so they're sort of fortuitous months in which to get married, and December's a big one. So I've gotten to see a ton of weddings in addition to the cows and the dogs and the people, and so it's been a really exciting first day, and I hope to share some more visuals with you tomorrow.